President Trump asking why Russia is sending drones into Poland, a NATO country that U.S. and NATO members have promised to defend. What's with Russia violating Poland's airspace with drones? Here we go. NATO scrambling F-16 and F-35 fighter jets and shooting down 4 of the at least 19 drones. The first time since NATO was formed that an adversary's weapons have been targeted in Allied airspace.
Whether it was intentionally or not, it is absolutely reckless.
There were no casualties, but the owners of this home narrowly missed the debris. Polish officials studying those downed drones. This comes nearly a month after President Trump's summit with Putin in Alaska. Since then, Russia ramping up deadly attacks on Ukraine. Just days ago, President Zelensky telling me Putin doesn't want peace.
I always said we can't trust Putin. He plays games, and he's playing games with the United States. I think so.
And David, Russia claimed it had not planned to hit any targets in Poland, but whether anything was hit or not, this is a major and dangerous move by the Russians. David?
Martha Raddatz just back from several days of reporting in Ukraine. Martha, thank you. Tonight, President Trump is also furious over Israel's failed strike on Hamas leaders inside Qatar. Qatar, of course, is a key U.S. ally. The president saying he is, quote, very unhappy about it. Here's our chief international correspondent, James Longman, from Doha tonight.
Tonight, President Trump and a growing number of world leaders are blasting Israel's failed strike on Hamas leadership inside Qatar, key U.S. ally and mediator in Gaza ceasefire negotiations.
Oh my God.
I was very unhappy about it, very unhappy about every aspect.
The surprise strike raising new questions tonight about why Israel didn't inform the U.S. sooner. The Trump administration was only notified of the operation by the Pentagon when it was already underway. The Qataris getting a call from the U.S. 10 minutes after the attack.
It's a busy residential neighborhood. There are embassies here, an international school, a major shopping mall. This strike has sent shockwaves throughout the Middle East.
Qatar is home to a major U.S. military base and a country Trump championed during his first official visit just this year. It's a country now feeling betrayed.
The Israeli strike into Doha just reaffirms that Netanyahu is not going to ask permission of President Trump prior to conducting strikes against terrorist targets.
And David, tonight, Qatar is instructing a legal team to explore prosecuting Benjamin Netanyahu for the attack. David?
James Longman from Doha for us. James, we appreciate it. Back here in the U.S. and tonight, the news just coming in New York City. Police arresting the suspect who they say murdered an elderly couple, setting them on fire in Queens. Police say the suspect, Jamel McGriff, was seen on surveillance video outside the couple's home. They say he spent about 5 hours inside the home after the attack. Authorities say he had asked to use their phone charger. Tonight, the suspect charged with murdering a young Ukrainian refugee on a commuter train in North Carolina is behind bars. What the suspect is saying about the attack. And tonight, President Trump now calling for the death penalty. Here's ABC's Stephanie Ramos.
Tonight, the man seen on this train attacking Irina Zarutska, the young woman who moved to the U.S. from Ukraine to escape war back home, is facing federal murder charges, and President Trump is calling for the death penalty, writing that DeCarlos Brown should be given a quick trial and only awarded the death penalty. There can be no other option. Court documents show Brown is undergoing a psychiatric evaluation in prison. Brown's sister recording a phone call with her brother after his arrest, where he referred to himself in the third person, telling her,
"Why would somebody just stab somebody for no reason?"
His mother telling ABC News she kicked him out of her house after he was diagnosed with schizophrenia and refused to take his medication. Brown's criminal history has been cited by many on the right as an example of violent crime plaguing Democratic-led cities. Today, Republican officials in Charlotte spoke out.
This is a result of failed policies, weak leadership, and a judicial system that protects criminals instead of innocent individuals.
Zarutska's family is demanding a full investigation. Brown is due in court later this month on those state murder charges. He has not entered a plea. David.
Stephanie Ramos reporting here in New York tonight. Steph, thank you. When we come back on this busy news night, the big news from London, what Prince Harry has now revealed about his father, King Charles, tonight after meeting with him. Also here, we remember a beloved American actress, a sitcom that Americans loved. She was famous for 3 words, and you'll hear them. And just ahead here, the dramatic scene in court as well, a suspect lunging at the judge, and then the tribute in lights for the victims of 9/11. Believe it or not, it's 24 years ago tomorrow, and we'll pay tribute to in a moment.